Hey, welcome to World Entertainment. And this whole thing with the Acolyte cancellation is getting even crazier. Yeah, you thought it was getting crazier the other day. This crazy train just keeps on rolling down the tracks and picks up momentum because it's getting worse. There's crazy videos coming out now of people just going off. It's insane to see what they're saying and what they're doing. There's people who are attacking the likes of us YouTubers who, laughed at the show, saying it's terrible it was cancelled and it's all your fault, and followed up by saying, well, I personally haven't watched it myself, but it's not fair that you've got it. It's like, whoa, you didn't even watch it, and yet you're jumping in here attacking the people who actually did watch it. We watched it. We may have hated it, but we still watched it. How many of the people making them stupid videos and stuff can say that? Well, now those people have their petition going to try and renew the series. They want them to sign the petition to get it to, I'm not even sure what the number is. Actually, it's 7,500. That's their goal, which they're almost at. You'd think that many people would have actually watched the show. It might have helped. But they're willing to sign the petition for Disney to spend another 180 million on something nobody watched or cared about. But they're now crapping their pants because Disney might be actually making moves to remove the series. Yeah, because something interesting happened. People went to Disney, the official Disney store, and typed in the Acolyte, and nothing came up. Yeah, the page is not found, which is interesting because originally they had 4 items. Now that's all they had, was a whopping 4 items, and they were t-shirts and a jumper or a sweatshirt. There's 4 of them, which will have the images up that you can see them, but that's all they had. But they're no longer there. They're not on the store. Now, doesn't mean they're erasing it from the store or anything, because if you go to Amazon and stuff, you can still clearly see there is Acolyte merchandise to come, like action figures and stuff, and there's still pre-order stuff in there to the Acolyte for it to come. So it's still coming out on those type of stores, but the actual Disney store itself has seemingly removed everything off the Acolyte, which is 4 items. Now, at the time it is recording, they're not there. It may return, I don't know. I'll actually check now while we're recording this. I'll see if anything has returned in it. Now, there are multiple stores. There's an EU store, there's a UK store. I do see that the European store, there is no Acolyte stuff whatsoever anymore. But we'll go to the official store and we'll type in the Acolyte. So the US shop, when you type it in, it appears that the 4 items are back. So in the US store, it's returned. The 4 items have returned. However, in the other stores, they are still not found. Nothing comes up for the Acolyte whatsoever. So they have restored them on the Disney store, the official Disney store in the US, but nowhere else. And it's still only the 4 items of clothing, which are ridiculous prices, by the way. $30 for the t-shirt and $40 for the sweatshirt. And the Acolyte, that just look horrible. They don't even look like Star Wars. But it's leading them to believe now that, are they going to willow this show? So there's there's a big article, but we'll have a look at this small section that talks about this. So it says, as we first reported on the Gazettes, Gazette, fans have now noticed that the official Disney Store website seems to have removed all merchandise for the Acolyte. This might be much ado about nothing, but it's led to concerns that this show will go the way of Willow. That revival, which drew low viewership, was removed from Disney Plus and hasn't ever received another home, giving fans no way to legally watch it. Why would people want to watch it at all when no one did the first time around? That's why it's gone. But now questions are like, oh my god, are they going to willow this thing? Like, if they've removed items off the store, are they about to get rid of everything? Are they about to remove and erase the show? Well, questions are now being asked, of course, as well. What exactly is it that got this show cancelled? Yes, apparently the viewership numbers did have impact, but so did something else. Something quite interesting. Apparently, there was a bit of backlash behind closed doors towards Amandla Stenberg's diss track. Yeah, because we were all asking, who allowed that thing to come out? Well, in the Hollywood Reporter's article about this thing, there's actually an insider, like someone who's within the industry, who seems to actually admit that they weren't happy with Amandla Stenberg's attacking the fan base. And remember, all these idiots putting out their videos on TikTok and whatnot saying, oh, the toxic dude bros and blah blah blah, yous all got it cancelled. Lucasfilm and Disney and the actors were attacking the fans before the first trailer was ever even seen. So why are they trying to say it's all our fault? They did it to themselves. But here is what was said about Amandla Stenberg's diss track. So it talks about Leslie Helen, how she felt and blah blah blah, that she feels bad for people and the internet would somehow dismantle it all, blah blah blah, whatever. But then it said this: also in June, star Amandla Stenberg fired back at racist backlash with an original song on social media. This is what a source said that is within the industry. They said this: it was an easy target, said one source, of the back and forth connection to the show's cancellation, and it hurt the public perception of the show. So that person within the industry, maybe even within Disney itself, we're not actually sure where this person is within this whole situation, but they have pointed out that Amandla Stenberg, not just doing this diss track, but firing it at Star Wars fans, hurt the show. In fact, the easy target was all the people who don't like the show, but the result was the perception people then had of the show and said, oh, is that the show with that dopey bitch who did that stupid diss track? Oh, that's who these people are. Oh, we're not watching that. It is being clear as day, being pointed out to everyone, that that diss track actually did hurt the show. And Disney apparently were not quite happy about that. And that may have also led to their feelings of dumping this thing. That it was the case of she did so much damage to the show with that track that viewership plummeted and was destroyed. There's no point in us continuing, because what's she going to do if she gets a bit of pushback next time? Is she going to put out another diss track? So the craziness is just getting crazier with this story on the whole cancelling of Acolyte. There's no reason to sign on for season 2, because what's the point? So what's the point? No one watched it. Why would you pump money into this thing that nobody watched? It wouldn't make sense. Bring back all these idiots who did diss tracks and just said stupid things, like Anakin blew up the Death Star. Yeah, no. And now the fact that merchandise seems to be getting removed, again, it does seem to, as of now, of this recording, be back on the US store, but it's still missing off every other store. And this petition that they're still fearing, not just are they cancelling the show, are they actually going to erase it completely off of Disney Plus and take the tax write-off? It's going to be interesting. And no, I'm not playing any of their videos of them squealing and stuff, because holy shit, it would just give you a headache. Seriously, you get a migraine watching it. All these people who you know have never seen Star Wars in their life, their introduction to Star Wars was through their Disney Plus subscription. That's all they know of Star Wars. So, fuck them, basically. So, with that, I'll leave it there for this one. So, cheers, and I will catch you in the next one.